Unit 2 Review Question Number 1. The figure below shows the number of farms, amount of land used by farms, and average size in the United States from 1850 to 2012. Which of the following conclusions would be most correct to draw from this chart? So here we have our chart. You'll notice over here we have numbers. These are units of millions of farms, hundreds of acres, or billions of acres, according to which line it's referring to: farms, average farm size, and land and farms. So we'll walk through each of these. The United States will soon face a crisis because there are not enough farms to support the population. The question says, which of the following conclusions would be most correct to draw from this chart? We have no data on here about food crisis and supporting of population, so we cannot draw any conclusion whatsoever with that information, or for this first one. The return of soldiers from World War II in the mid-40s led to a massive consolidation of farms in the United States. Again, even though we do see farms start dipping from the 40s, there is nothing here about the return of soldiers from World War II leading to this massive consolidation. We cannot make that conclusion from this chart. The next one is the growth in average farm size has led to more and more land used for farming. We can see there was a little bit here, but really it stayed rather consistent for a very long time. For 100 years it stayed pretty consistent in the land used for farming. I'm going to skip this one for now and go to the last one. Farms have been dramatically growing in size over the last 50 years. From 2012 back here, about 50 years, you can see it's been pretty consistent. If we go back further, you can see that they've been growing in size, but for the last 50 years, no. So I'm going to go to the number 4. Compared to the mid-1900s, here's 1900s, mid-1900s, farms today are significantly larger on average. So I'm looking at the size of the farms from here to more recently. They've grown in hundreds of acres from about 2-ish to about 4-ish. They are significantly larger on average, and there are fewer of them. Number of farms have gone from about 6 million down to about 2 million, but the amount of land used for farming hasn't really changed much. This is giving us all of the information from this chart. It's stating each of these 3 lines and what they are representing. So this is the only one that I can say that is a conclusion from this chart.